Hey everybody, it's Erica Vega, and I'm here today to talk about sweating. It's summer, it's hot, I'm schwitzing, we need to talk about it. So we have a few things here at Lush that are really great to keep you feeling dry and fresh, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper than that and to also talk about antiperspirants and deodorants and stuff like that too. So we have deodorants at Lush. We don't have antiperspirants. So I wanted to explain a little bit about what that is so you know. Antiperspirants are products that keep you from sweating. And so those usually contain aluminum salts, which get into the skin, and the pH will actually change and swell up those aluminum salts to kind of plug the sweat glands. So it's your body is still producing sweat and the toxins that leave with your sweat, but with antiperspirants, it's blocking that from escaping the body. So we believe that the skin should function in a natural and healthy way, and sweating is part of that. Sweating is important for your body. It is not only a way to cool yourself down, but it's also a way to eliminate toxins from your body, and we want to make sure that those toxins can get out. So sweating can really help to do that. But of course, with sweat comes a little bit of odor as well, and so we want to make sure that we address that while still letting your body function in that natural, healthy way. So at Lush, we sell deodorant. We don't sell antiperspirant. So let me just explain the difference between the two. So again, antiperspirants have those aluminum salts that plug the sweat glands that prevent sweat from escaping, whereas deodorants are going to help to tighten up the pores as much as possible, have some antibacterial ingredients in there to keep bacteria at bay, and then also to absorb excess moisture. So your skin is still allowed to sweat, but you're still feeling soft and clean and fresh. So we have a couple of different formats of deodorant here at Lush, so let me just walk you through them so you know what's up. So the first one, this is called Aroma Co, and this one probably feels like something that you're pretty familiar with, like a deodorant that comes in a stick, except there is no stick. It's a naked product. So you can feel the glide on there, and you would use that just like you would a regular deodorant. So you would just put it right on after your shower, and you're good to go. You could also put this, if you wanted to, you could also put this like on the bottoms of your feet if you have any problems with sweating on your feet. That can be really helpful too. This one has witch hazel and a chamomile vinegar, and that's really going to help to keep the pores nice and tight, and then a little bit of patchouli as well. So patchouli is actually a really great natural antibacterial that will help to keep odor from forming, and it also has a really just like a really like fresh woodsy scent. It's nice and earthy and woodsy. So this one is just gonna keep you going strong all day long, and it just has that familiarity of a deodorant that you're probably used to. We also have another kind, which is, this is T'eo, which is a deodorant. So T'eo is almost like, imagine like a pressed baking powder based deodorant. So that's basically what it is. So this has a nice, you can see like a nice little powder that comes off like that. And so all you need to do with this one is just kind of pat it on like that. Or some people, and I used to do this for a long time, get a little body butter tin and just put it in there, and you can use like a little brush to put it on, or you could even like kind of bash it up and then use it like a loose powder. So that's totally doable too. So this one has some tea tree and some lemon, and those are both again going to keep bacteria at bay, so you are feeling fresh. So sweat itself actually is odorless, but the bacteria that forms in it and then dies is what causes odor. So that's what we're going to try to keep away with that tea tree and lemon, and then that baking soda base is going to keep it nice and dry. Then we also have powders here. Powders is actually one of my favorite things at Lush, and I kind of feel it's responsible for me getting my job here too. I had to describe my favorite product, and I went for Silky Underwear, and here I am 13 years later. So thanks, Silky Underwear. Let me tell you a little bit about this one. So these all have, this has a cornstarch base. So cornstarch, you may know it from covering things like marshmallows. Imagine sticky marshmallows and then them being rolled in cornstarch, and then they're just nice fluffy marshmallows. I think I just gave you a perfect description of what this does. So it feels really nice and slippy and silky. And then it has this beautiful jasmine and vetiver scent. So jasmine being that beautiful kind of aphrodisiac floral, and vetiver just has kind of like a bit of like an earthy grounding scent. So this is a really sexy scent, hence the name, something like Silky Underwear. You could use this under your arms. You can also use this anywhere you, to keep it simple, anywhere you want to feel soft and dry. So just pretty much anywhere you need to feel like slippy and sexy. Top pro tip, this is also like sprinkle a little bit in your sheets before bedtime, and you just go like whoop, right into the bed, and it feels really good. So if you're thinking about stopping using an antiperspirant and transferring over to a deodorant, I have some words of wisdom for you to reassure you. It can be quite a transformational process for your body, so I just wanted to talk you through a little bit. When you stop using an antiperspirant, which you've probably been using since you were 11 or 12, you might feel like you're a little extra sweaty or a little extra stinky for the first couple of weeks, and that's very normal. So your body has been working really hard to try to push sweat out of your body, and it's almost like they're kind of like pushing up against a locked door, and now suddenly the door is open and they kind of burst through. So it may be just a couple of weeks or up to a month of your body understanding that it doesn't have to work so hard to sweat, that it just can be free, and that those toxins are just going to be exiting naturally and simply every day. And then after that, your body will get used to it. It will actually, people have definitely said that they feel like they're less sweaty after, you know, that kind of little bump, and that they go back to feeling nice and fresh and clean every day. So there's a little bit of like a bridge of faith that you have to walk across. For some of us it's, you know, a week, some of us it's up to a month, and but once you get on the other side of that, you're feeling a lot better about what you're doing for your body and still feeling hot and fresh. One thing I wanted to tell you about how to take care of your deodorant is because they are naked products, it's actually really easy to take care of them, but what I would recommend to do is to get one of these body butter tins. I don't know why I call them body butter tin. It's just square tin, but usually we used to put body butters in them. And you can actually have, if you want, you can have your Aroma Co cut just like nicely to fit so the lid can fit on that, or you just kind of wear it down a little bit until the lid closes. But that's a nice, easy way to take care of it if you're gonna be traveling or just keeping it in your bathroom. So if you have a T'eo, you can also just keep it right in that body butter tin. And then I would just recommend though for this one to maybe keep it in your bedroom, on your dressing table, in your closet, something like that. You probably know baking soda is really absorbent. And so if you've got it in your bathroom, especially if you leave it open, it's gonna get a lot of the humidity from the mist in the shower and just like the general humidity in the air that's in the bathroom. So I would probably keep it as dry as possible, and it'll last you longer and will do a much better job for you. Want to talk about some more stuff? Let's do it. So comment down below because I want to hear what you have to say about what you've tried, and then I also want to hear more about what you want to talk about next time. You've seen that we've done a few of these already, and we want to keep going. So tell us what you want to see and we will talk about it next time. I'll see you next time.